Guys, let's talk about the sales funnel process and why it is so important to understand kind of the sales funnel process and how you can apply it to basically any business, guys. So it starts off with what's called a lead magnet. And what I mean by a lead magnet is this is something that it just gets someone interested in what you have to say, right? And this works for any business. It doesn't matter if you're giving away, a free teeth cleaning for a dentist, or if you're giving away, right? What a lead magnet is it gets somebody who has a busy schedule, right? They're running around, they're picking up their kids, they're, dropping off their husband or wife at work, or, people have very busy lives. People are not trying to be sold something immediately. Nobody wants to come in and immediately buy a $1,000 course. People need some type of free value. They need to kind of feel you giving them something for free. They need to be shown that you actually know what you're talking about before they're going to make a purchase. And it doesn't have to be a $1,000 course. It could be something as simple as, a $19 wallet or something like that, right? And so a lead magnet is how I get people into the door and get people interested. And so, for example, there's so many different ways that people talk about sales funnels. Like there's literally like this huge article about it. We're just gonna forget all of that, guys. We're gonna make this simple. And as you can see here, in the last month, we've done almost $210,000 in sales, and ClickFunnels is messed up. Doesn't even report PayPal, which is over half of our sales revenue, so it's more like 350,000. And this is 100% purely profit in the last 1 month. And so I really do know what I'm talking about here, guys. So please pay attention, because this is going to be a super valuable lesson for you, no matter what your business is. So what we're gonna do, guys, is I use YouTube and Facebook as big lead magnets for me. So my particular sales funnel is I create tutorials and helpful videos for people that are trying to learn how to sell on Shopify, sell on Amazon, sell on Facebook, on YouTube, and I create these big very in-depth tutorials on these things, on these topics that people want to kind of learn about. And when they see my stuff that they're getting completely for free on YouTube, I use my cheat sheet in the video, or I have a free cheat sheet download in the description, or I link to my Facebook groups, right? And so people are kind of joining these things, and I'm getting people into my ecosystem, which is the huge part of creating a successful business. And it's the same thing with Shopify, for example, like for e-commerce, free plus shipping models is fantastic, because people are much more likely to click on an ad where they see something, for quote unquote free, where they only pay shipping, than if they see, a wallet that's already advertised for $19. People are constantly getting bombarded by, advertisements that they're very desensitized to it, and they want something for free. And that's how you get people initially piquing their interest. And then you give them more free value, right? And so what I do, for marketing, for example, is I'll create a YouTube tutorial on Facebook advertising, and then I'll give them more free value, which is my Facebook cheat sheet. I give them more free value, which is my Facebook ads group, where they can meet other people who are also Facebook advertising, where I answer questions and things like that. So just giving them more and more free value builds that rapport, and it builds that relationship. And people are very from a very intrinsic kind of instinctual level, they feed off of reciprocity. So if you give something to somebody for free, they feel like they need to return the favor, and that's such an important point. When you give free value, people feel like they need to return the favor. I've gotten so many comments saying, Kevin, you gave me so much value for free on YouTube. I felt like I had to buy your course. And I appreciate that. And I think the people who said that found that the course was so much more value than anything that I offer for free. But it's the kind of human nature that counts with that. And then, so after you give them the lead magnet, get them interested, a free cheat sheet, a free teeth cleaning, maybe it's a free plus shipping offer for Shopify, or something related to e-commerce, and then you give them a time-sensitive discount and promo, right? And so once you kind of give them the time-sensitive discount, where you're saying 20% off today only, or this is launch week for our brand new set of purses or something like that, and so we're giving 50% off on all of our purses for the next week or month or day or whatever it is. Then people give them a little bit of scarcity, get them to actually kind of take action, because it's very difficult to get people to actually take action, even if they're interested in you, even if what you're selling provides a huge value. People are still just by nature it's very difficult to get people to actually take action. So adding a little time sensitivity or a promotional code or discount is a great way of doing that. And then the fourth step is obviously the one that you're looking for, which is the purchase of your product or service, and then kind of creating a lifetime customer. Because if you're really truly adding value to these people's lives, then you are going to have a lifelong customer. So again, a lead magnet is an irresistible bribe offering a specific piece of value to a potential customer in exchange for their contact information. And the more mediums that you have, and what I mean by mediums is, I have YouTube subscribers, but I also have them in Facebook groups. I also have them. I also have their email addresses. I also have them in Messenger, right? In my ManyChat with my Messenger bots, and we're going to talk in depth about Messenger bots and how to completely change your business from top to bottom with Messenger bots alone, right? So I have them on all four of those. I have them on Instagram. I have them on Twitter, right? I have them downloading my podcast. And when you have people's attention on all of these different mediums and all these different platforms, you are going to win, guys. And so if you do this in a clever way, really, it's such an amazing difference when you have people's attention on these platforms, and especially if you're adding value and kind of building that relationship and building that rapport. So how do you determine what your lead magnet should be? So I like to just go ahead and ask 10 people in your niche that you want to enter the 2 following open-ended questions. What is your biggest challenge when it comes to Facebook advertising? What is your goal for, your company, and what do you personally want out of it? And so, you might find people saying, my biggest challenge and problem when it comes to Facebook advertising is the Facebook pixel. Like, I have no idea what that is. I have no idea how to make it work. Like, what does it mean? How do I do it? It's code. Like, it's overwhelming, right? And so then you better believe that my lead magnet would have a big prominent section, probably near the front, about the Facebook pixel, right? What is the goal for your company and what do you want out of it? The goal for my Facebook company, for my Facebook ad agency is, to make $10,000 a month. And I personally want, financial freedom, right? And so then at the end of this cheat sheet, you want to open, the door to prepping your reader of your lead magnet for further interaction for your company. So at the end of it, I might say, and if you want to make $10,000 a month and have financial freedom for like you and your family and be able to travel the world and things like that, then, you need to consider joining, the Facebook ads masterclass, or you need to consider, taking this free mini course, or you need to consider joining our Facebook group. Whatever the action that I want them to take is going to be at the end of the cheat sheet, right? It's the obvious solution to their problem that I determined by asking, what's the goal for your company? What do you personally want out of it? And so once you kind of ask 10 people, asking 20 people is better, asking 50 people is better, because then you're going to be able to establish more commonalities with their answers. And I like to keep them open-ended because it just gives you better data. You're going to start to see patterns, and you're going to start to see kind of commonalities between people's answers. And once you have that, then you can really start to make a very targeted lead magnet. So how do you make a simple lead magnet, right? Like, you might see this and think to yourself, oh my gosh, that's like a lot of stuff. There's 18 pages here. Like, how the heck could I make all of this, right? But and I did this completely for free. Remember, I didn't charge anyone a single dollar for this, but this single cheat sheet is going to make me hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm positive of that. And I hope I don't sound like cocky or anything like that, because I'm not trying to be. I just know that it already is it's given me thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of emails. When I send out one email saying that I released the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass, all of the people who downloaded this and see my face and have learned from me are going to say, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this, right? And so that is the payoff, right? People who try to monetize immediately, and people who understand that you can monetize downstream after you've added all this value, after you've given away all of these things for free, even if you lose money up front. The people who try to monetize right away and are greedy are the people who stay poor, and the people who give away everything for free at the beginning and establish that relationship and build rapport and just give away an unbelievable amount of value to get people into their ecosystems are the people who get rich. And I know that seems counterintuitive, guys, but trust me when I tell you, right? That is my first 2 Comma Club. It's $1 million, right, for the Amazon FBA Ninja, and it launched almost a year ago today, and we've made upwards of $3 million now from that one course. And gave away a ton of value for free. We're gonna have our second 2 Comma Club for the Shopify Ninja Masterclass, the third 2 Comma Club from the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass, and I'm using the same basic system that I'm teaching you guys right now. So how to make a simple lead magnet. So if I, for example, wanted to make if I knew about real estate, or I wanted to get into the real estate niche, or, if I was a real estate agent and I was trying to, attract more potential customers, I would just go in and type real estate cheat sheet. Right? Real estate license exams, real estate cheat sheet flashcards, free real estate flashcards, I would look at all of these different. So these look like these look like passing the real estate exam flashcards. So I would look at this one, real estate listing cheat sheet. And then maybe I wanted to get a little bit more specific. So I would say first time house buyer cheat sheet. Right, and here we go. First time home buyer cheat sheet. Home buying kit for dummies cheat sheet. So these, I would download every single one of these, and I'd probably have to give my email to all of these people, and I would start to get a million emails because I'd be added to all of their email lists and their email sequences. But I would download the best 5 or 10 of these, or if I followed a specific person in real estate, I would download all of these cheat sheets, and I would look at every single one. I would print them all off, and I would start to think to myself, okay, I really like the organization of this first cheat sheet. I really like the graphics on the second cheat sheet. I love like some of the content, this paragraph on the third cheat sheet. I like, this other thing on the fourth cheat sheet. And I would start to mix and match all of the best portions of each one of those cheat sheets in forming a master. And when I created this one, right, I'm not a graphic designer or anything like that. I just, splice together all the different ones that I like the best that I found, and then I added, obviously, we're not copying any part of any of them. We're just finding the ones and we're getting inspiration from it, and then we're using our own knowledge and our own data to create a better version. Right? Never ever copy it. Always create more value than the sum of the pieces. You want to synergize all the 10 different best ones that you found into a master version that's better than the sum of the parts. Right? And so, you can just find a graphic artist on Upwork.com or Faverr.com for them to actually put it together for you. You just give them the text and say, this is the template that I want, make it for me. And it's super easy. And so let's look at a couple examples of lead magnets here in the handy dandy notes. So this is an awesome example of a lead magnet, right? Copy and paste these 72 proven headline formulas to get more clicks from Facebook, Twitter, and your own blog. And again, Digital Marketer is a fantastic resource. If you don't know about it, definitely make sure that you check it out. Ryan Deiss is a master advertiser. He's fantastic at what he does, and I've learned a lot from him. So copy and paste these 72 proven headline formulas to get more clicks from Facebook, Twitter, and your own blog, right? So this is obviously targeted at marketers. Copy and paste kind of gives the idea that it's very, very easy to do this, right? And there's 72 proven headlines. Proven means that they've done it before, right? It takes the work out for you. 72 is very specific, so people think that they're going to get a lot of value from it. More clicks from Facebook, Twitter, and your own blog, right? So they're targeting people who, have advertised on Facebook or Twitter, or, have their own blogs, and they can target those specific interests on Facebook. The ultimate social media swipe file. Swipe file is kind of a keyword that's very hot with marketers, and so this kind of buzzword gets people interested immediately. Copy and paste these 72 headline formulas to get more clicks, right? It's very obvious kind of what you get for that lead magnet. And then once you actually do download this free value, obviously your email, you get added to their email list where they're going to send you an email every week showing you more value and then eventually upselling you their course. Or, and you're also going to be pixeled when you actually hit their site by the Facebook pixel, and you're going to get more ads to your Facebook page now that they know that you've shown interest. You're going to go into custom audiences. You're going to go into lookalike audiences related to this specific web page, and you're going to be shown ads based off of that. So they probably have custom audiences set up that say, okay, if Kevin visited the landing page for the ultimate social media swipe file, show him the ultimate social media swipe file ad number 2, which might sell me a $97 digital product, or might upsell me to a $497 or a $997 course on everything, social media marketing or something like that. So the lead magnet example number 2 is also from Digital Marketer. They do a fantastic job, so they're going to be prominently featured in the course. So this one is, we've compiled a library, right? So library is kind of like a buzzword for a repository of knowledge of our top performing Facebook ads of all time. We've used these exact ads to generate 400,000 plus leads, right? The exact ads takes all the work out from me, so I want it immediately. 400,000 plus leads and millions of dollars in revenue from Facebook, not to brag, but they work, right? So a little humble brag to kind of take it out. You don't want people to come off as bragging, because then people will kind of hate you and not want your value. So they're kind of, eliminating that there, but they're also kind of establishing credibility and social proof by saying, millions of dollars of revenue and 400,000 plus leads. Scroll through our Facebook ad library again and get inspired for your very own ads. Again, very prominent red here. They actually have like the cartoonish library here with the Facebook feed right here, kind of prominent in the television area or portrait area. Scroll through our Facebook ad library and get inspiration for your very own ads or something like that. So let's look at the third one. A cheat sheet for writing blog posts that go viral, right? So what does every blogger want? They want, the fruits of their labor, which are their blog posts, which are their writing, which is what they're doing. They want it to go viral because what that represents is, kind of you've made it. When your post goes viral, all of a sudden your whole life changes. So that's kind of the sweet spot. If you ask, 10 bloggers or 100 bloggers, what they wanted, they'd say for the more people to read their blog, they want their post to go viral, right? And so this is kind of adhering to exactly what they know their target audience wants. So 52 headline hacks, a cheat sheet for writing blog posts that go viral. So it's very simple. It comes with a little book here. 52 headlines, very specific number. You're going to get a lot of value from it. So that is 3 awesome examples of cheat sheets. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That is kind of the overarching strategy that I use with all of my different Facebook advertising and all my different advertising campaigns. Give away a ton of value for free via a cheat sheet, get people into your ecosystem, give away a ton more value. And then once you kind of develop that relationship and that rapport and people know who you are and they kind of see you as an expert and they see you as, adding value to their lives, then making the actual purchase and converting people, to do what you want in the end, which is, to buy your course or to join your coaching program or to buy your product or service or whatever it is, becomes so much infinitely easier once you kind of put in the work up front. And so many people just aren't willing to do that. They want money now, and those are the people who stay poor. But if you understand the process, you are going to be one of the people who can capitalize in a huge way downstream from kind of that revenue once you've already kind of done the heavy lifting up front, guys. So that is lead magnets. I hope you enjoyed that one, and let's get to the next one.